The art is so cool. Oh, these transitions.
Another 23 victims yesterday.
I love that he chose to do a person an hour.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Information, he'll be obligated to start investigating the police to find
Light thinks that he's ahead of the game. I think L knows all of the possible things Light could do.
Light could spend like 3 or 4 days writing down 1,000 names and picking an hour each day, and then just go cold and not use the death note for like a month to like lay low, and his actions would still be like, the killings would still continue.
But they wouldn't be triggered by anything anymore.
Exactly. So it'd be a better thing for him to do on the run.
Is he gonna take the deal in this episode?
what'll it be like?
Ooh, more Shinigami.
Serious about losing his death note.
It was probably picked up by some human before he could get to it.
What? I actually heard he was carrying 2 death notes. Seriously? Why would he need 2?
This Shinigami looks awesome.
Understand that guy.
Well then, do we have a deal or not?
You don't get to know how much of your lifespan you have.
This deal is out of the question.
I wonder if the Shinigami can change the deals. Like they can counter offer kind of stuff, or it's like a strict rule.
Like, no, I'll only take a quarter of the rest
exactly.
of your lifespan. 10 years.
And I intend to reign as a god in that world for a very long time. I might figured you, of all people, should know I wouldn't take this deal.
Yeah, I still felt I should tell you that the deal existed just in case.
Just in case, so he knows, like we said, if he sees L, but he doesn't know L's name, he can...
I don't see why you couldn't have told me this when we met. Or better yet, you could have simply included it in the instructions for the death note.
Honestly.
Good. Sure there's nothing else you want to tell me ahead of time? Shinigami?
No, nothing else. Probably.
Flying around freely in the sky sounds very godlike.
Police would have no trouble finding you.
But you could just fly away. With that expressionless face, he still looks like he's like so like, oh, this is fun.
I wouldn't worry. Even without the eyes and the wings, you're already a worthy Shinigami.
So he does that mean he does become a Shinigami when he dies?
I don't know yet.
The truth of the matter is that we no longer even know why we exist. In fact, I doubt there's any reason for our existence at all.
I don't want to be compared to a Shinigami. I'm a human using this death note to make the world a better place for other humans. You told me just now that the Shinigami realm is slowly rotting, right? Why not use what you've learned here to try and change it for the better?
Well, Light, I'm not sure why I never noticed this until now, but you're quite the positive thinker.
That's why I'm using the death note to create a better world. You have to be a positive thinker to even attempt something like this. I think I just figured out how to find the name of the guy who was following me today. First, I need to know exactly how far I can go in terms of specifying the details of death.
Huh.
Should be interesting.
I have no idea what's gonna happen, and I'm so here
now
for
he's
it.
back to practicing or back to exploring what he can do.
Our behavior before they died? Could you be more specific? What do you mean? So they didn't just die from heart attacks.
So then it doesn't seem like it's him anymore?
Before one of them died, he drew a pentagram on the wall of his...
What?
Mother left a letter, but it doesn't seem to be a will or anything meaningful. And as for the third victim, he escaped from his cell and ran all the way to the staff bathrooms before he died.
Oh my gosh. He can make them do things before the death actually happens.
Is this gonna be harder for L to pinpoint if it was Kira?
It's believable that our victim might have been genuinely afraid and wrote this, but we know Kira can control the time of death. What if he can also determine the actions in the moments leading up to death?
I have reason to believe that Kira was performing some kind of test using these criminals.
We already know that he has access to police data, though, and so does L.
Look at this, Ryuk. I think we're in luck. The results of yesterday's little test have already been downloaded onto my dad's computer.
What if L makes it so only the information is on Light's dad's computer? Maybe it's information that only he knows.
If he could, like, narrow it down that much, then yeah.
Written in the death note, word for word.
What about a handwriting analysis?
With the first one, I wrote that he would die in front of the Eiffel Tower in 1 hour. Everyone knows that it's physically impossible to go from a prison in Japan to Paris, France in only 1 hour. He simply died of a heart attack in prison. The next was supposed to draw an exact picture of Elle's face on the prison. It also didn't happen. You can't draw someone you've never seen, right?
Makes sense.
He could get someone to admit who Elle was.
I know that Elle is suspicious of the Japanese police. But it didn't end up happening, which means it's impossible to make someone write what they don't already know. Basically, even the Death Note can't do the impossible. But as long as it's within the realistic limits of what that person might do.
Like, if that prisoner was already afraid of Kira killing him, then it was realistic.
These latest victims will no doubt keep Elle and the police guessing. He's probably trying to decipher all the clues I left for him, especially that little note.
Could the pentagram and this letter be some kind of message?
To you.
Is this it?
All right, time for the real thing. I'll use him. It's kind of like
What's he gonna make him do?
find someone. Believe it or not, I'm actually a rather popular guy. What do you?
Is this the girl? No, it's a different girl. Darn. So he does seem to have friends that we didn't previously peg him to have. We knew people were asking him to hang out like once, but I thought he might be a person that was way more like, oh, we can't talk to him. He's so a loner.
He's still following me. Perfect. This whole thing would just be a waste of time if he wasn't tailing.
Did he ask this girl on a date?
Maybe.
A date? Yeah. It's a date no matter how you look at it.
But this isn't just a date, is it? You said that you'd figured out a way to find your stalker's name.
He's using a girl as a prop, and that makes me sad. She probably likes him.
Is he gonna kill this girl?
Sorry, did I keep you waiting?
No, not at all.
During the week.
No, he's not gonna kill this girl. I want to know how he's going to kill the one drug lord criminal.
Light Yagami. No cause for suspicion. I'll be done with my surveillance today, and that'll be it.
Please don't use this girl's life as a prop.
Oh, you're such a nerd.
You're such a nerd.
The music in this show is fantastic.
This is such a different mood that it's creating than any. It's almost like a normal slice of life mood.
Oh my, how does he know that he's gonna get on the bus?
Did he make him do it?
Did he?
He made him do this.
Oh my gosh.
Gonna have the guy kill.
Stay in your seats unless you want to
Oh my
die.
God. He's gonna make him say his name out loud to announce his presence.
Do you think that this guy is under the influence of himself? Like, does he think that
this
he
is
came up with this
something
idea?
he would actually do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And don't make me wait. If you mess with me at all, or try to get the police involved, I swear I'll kill every one of these passengers.
He probably had it. He can kill everyone but Light or something in the instructions.
It's okay. We don't have to pass notes back and forth. As long as we keep it down, he won't be able to hear our voices over the sound of the engine.
Do you have any proof that you're not his accomplice? Why should we trust you? The first hijacker comes in like he's working alone. Meanwhile...
True. Oh my god.
Oh! And he's like, wow, of course this guy would be like this. It's the chief's son, you know?
Joyce, I'm sure Light Yagami isn't Kira. If he was, he could just kill this guy with a heart attack. Here's my proof.
Oh my gosh.
Don't kill this guy. Oh my god, I feel bad for this guy now.
His name is Ray Penber.
No. Please don't kill him.
That's right. This guy. His face was all over the local news just a few days ago. Some junkie. He tried to rob a bank and ended extremely dangerous.
Does this guy know that Kira can... The possibility that Kira can...
He might
tell
not be
them
smart
do
enough
things?
to like really connect the dots.
What the hell is that? Smart ass. You guys were planning something back here, weren't you?
Damn it. If he sees that note from before.
Plans for a date, huh?
Gotcha.
Who the hell are you? How long have you been hiding back there?
What's this? You're talking to me?
Was that a page from the Death Note? So we can now see Ryuk? He ripped out a page of the Death Note and wrote down that, so we touched the page, and now we can see Ryuk. He can rip out the pages of the Death Note.
Ryuk is like, yeah, this is so fun.
What?
So he's just using this as a diversion to learn the FBI agent's name, and he's gonna kill him at some other point in time.
As well as doing a test to see if the Death Note works outside of the book.
Because if he killed the FBI agent now, he was on the bus.
Yeah.
That's more cause to believe that he was Kira.
Well, he is the top-ranked student in the country. He even used this hijacking as a way to get the guy following him to willingly give up his name.
Did Light write that?
Or is that just coincidence? This poor girl just had to go through all of this. Comfort her or something. You're on a fake date.
11:45 on the dot. Everything went just as I planned. Boards the 11:31 Spaceland-bound bus near the eastern entrance to the park. He sees a horrific phantom and empties his gun trying to kill it. Terrified, he flees the bus.
But he had to also put some things in place for it to not be impossible, like the note. He had to be there.
The Death Note never fails.
Is Light, can he control other people's actions? When he says that this man will be struck by the car, is he not influencing the driver of that car's actions as well?
Good question. Because obviously he decided on the guy on the motorcycle to be struck by a truck in an accidental death. Well, no, it was accidental death. I don't even think he wrote anything other than accidental death.
For that this
guy.
time, he said struck by a car.
So it means there has to be a car on the road. Maybe it makes it so the car's brakes don't stop.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Right what you said, like it makes it have to be that there's a car on the road at that exact time in that exact space going fast enough to kill somebody. Whew, that was a crazy episode. Exactly. So it would be a better thing for him to do on the run. Exactly. So it would be a better thing for him to do on the run. So it would be a better thing for him to do on the run. So it'd be a better thing for him to do on the run.